Well, hey there, YouTube. I found another video for us to take a look at, so hopefully you guys enjoy.
Welcome to the wide world of sexism, where we judge Olympic sexist coverage as a sport.
Really? That's the kind of video we're in for? Oh, I'm sorry, YouTube. I picked a real winner, didn't I?
Up first, here's Adam Krieg from the CBC, talking about Canadian tennis player Eugenie Bouchard, and he describes her as not being a competitor because she posts selfies with toothpaste.
Yes, I'm sure that he is implying that he can play tennis better than her because she posts selfies with toothpaste.
She's posting pictures of herself, she's holding up the toothpaste, and she's trying out different hairstyles, and maybe she wants something different than to be a competitor.
I don't believe he's suggesting that she's not a competitor. I believe what he's irritated with is the fact that she's selling out and, doing the whole marketing thing.
It's definitely impressive to claim that a female athlete who's dedicated her entire life to her sport may not be interested in competing.
I don't know what you would be so upset about. He's just making a statement about her obvious move into advertising.
Next, watch this unnamed NBC commentator talking about the U.S. female gymnastics team.
They might as well be standing in the middle of a mall.
A classic sexist ageist combo there.
Well, it would be nice to have the entire clip of what he had said, and what in particular. But honestly, it's probably because they're standing around in a circle talking amongst themselves. It kind of almost looks like they're a bunch of young girls standing around the local mall.
He's suggesting that these teenage girls belong in malls, not destroying the competition on an international stage.
I don't believe that he is making any kind of claim that these girls don't belong at gymnastics. They're obviously world-class gymnasts if they're at the freaking Olympics. He's not demeaning that. He's saying their attitude, what they were doing, standing around chatting like that, they looked like a bunch of young girls chatting at the mall.
While we wait for the next competitor, I would be remiss if I didn't mention a new emerging discipline. Olympic bro appropriating, a discipline where a female athlete's success is repackaged and presented as a male one.
I'm sure that happens all the time in the Olympics. They usually give credit to not the Olympian. They usually give credit to somebody else.
Like Dan Hicks representing NBC after Hungary's Katinka Hosszú shattered the world record and won the 400-meter individual medley.
And there's the guy responsible for turning Katinka Hosszú, his wife, into a whole different swimmer.
I don't believe they were giving him credit for her gold medal. I believe what they were doing was giving him credit for being her coach. He was the one who coached her on how to do all of this stuff. He didn't do the feat. Again, the rest of the clip would be really important to hear what the guy had said previous to that.
And here comes John Inverdale, representing the BBC. He's somewhat of a veteran of the sport, attempted a backhanded body-shaming comment in 2013, but let's see if he can take his sexist commentary to the next level this time.
One can only hope.
You're the first person ever to win 2 Olympic tennis gold medals. That's an extraordinary feat, isn't it?
No hesitation!
Well, to defend the singles title, I think Venus and Serena have won about 4 each.
The Olympian in question's name is Andy Murray, and he is the only tennis player, male or female, to have won 2 Olympic singles titles.
Asking a man to take credit for a record that 2 women have already broken. I mean, male privilege of steel!
Kayleen McCain-Godfrey and Venus Williams are the all-time record holders for the most Olympic medals in tennis. However, Andy Murray is the only player to have won 2 singles gold medals. Therefore, it is impossible for him to have taken the credit for a feat that women had already done. He's the only player to ever fucking do that.
The next contestant looks like a headline describing Katie Ledecky setting a new world record in the women's 800-meter freestyle, becoming the first woman to win gold in the 200, 400, and 800-meter freestyle races since 1968. But this article put that second to a silver by Michael Phelps. Even when women come in first, the media puts them second.
Katie Ledecky has 5 gold medals in the Olympics, and while that is an amazing feat, way more than you or I could ever do, for certain, Michael Phelps has 23 gold medals, which would stand to reason that they would have assumed, everyone would have assumed that he would have gotten plenty more, not tied for second place. That's probably why he's on the top, and she's not. I don't think it has anything to do with sexism. I think it has a lot more to do with he's more renowned than she is.
But the last contestant is really a collaboration between many, many news organizations having just some flawlessly demeaning debates like whether an Olympic athlete got breast implants.
Hollywood life is all about celebrity gossip. Their tagline is juicy celebrity gossip. So, I mean, come on, seriously?
Racially charged debates about an athlete's hair.
I've read through a handful of the internet comments people made, and people are talking crap about her hair. Sure. I mean, it does look a little unkept, but whatever. She's an Olympian. I don't see anything racially charged in any of it.
An energetic yet slightly Islamophobic segment exoticizing hijabs.
I looked around a little bit, and I couldn't find this individual's anti-American remarks that apparently this article says that she had made. But she is wearing a hijab. Not that that matters, but she is wearing one. And if she made some anti-American remarks, then she deserves to get grief for that.
But then again, what do we expect when 90% of sports editors are white and the same proportion are male?
There would probably be more women in the whole sports announcement field if more women cared about sports. Now, I'm not saying women don't care about sports. I'm not saying there's no women out there that do care about sports. What I'm saying is that generally, even the women prefer to watch the men do the sports. Male sports is much more lucrative business. More people watch it. More people go to the games. People just enjoy the male sports better, on the average. Alright, YouTube. That's going to sum this video up. I don't really understand why these kinds of people have to make problems that aren't existent. Like, there's much bigger problems in the world. Like, real actual problems in like third world countries where women are being raped and things of that nature, like they don't have rights, and we're gonna sit here and whine and cry about problems that aren't fucking real. Like, we have freedom of speech, don't we? Alright, well until that's revoked, and I know that's the goal here, feminazis, but until that's revoked, you can say whatever the hell you want, and I can say whatever the hell we want. And you're more than welcome to spew forth whatever sewage you would like to out of your face.